Start recording. Stop recording button.
Hello YouTube, this is Frank, the Blind Atheist. Tonight, it's at about, time now is
4:38 a.m.
4:38 a.m. on Monday, June 22nd, 2020. I like to talk about Black Lives Matter. I support Black Lives Matter all the way. I'm a firm believer in Black Lives Matter. I know there's some controversy about Black Lives Matter, that a lot of people like to say all lives matter or blue lives matter. And I think there was one particular racist named David Duke who was a member of the Ku Klux Klan who said white lives matter. So that's pretty harmful, pretty shameful on his part, you know. My point being is that I support Black Lives Matter. I think they're a great civil rights group. I think they're really gonna help reform the police and make change in this nation, in the United States of America. I'm Native American, by the way. I'm from the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians tribe, and you know, I agree with. I know that they would agree with me too if I were to say Native American lives matter too. So basically, it's you know, Black Lives Matter. They're not. They understand that other lives matter too. They totally get that. You know, not just in that Black Lives Matter, but in this time frame with all the police shootings of innocent African Americans being shot dead by police, or unfair arrests, or unfair false arrests, false imprisonments, etc. of African Americans. They're basically saying, you know, hey, listen, Black Lives Matter too. We matter as well. You know, give us a fighting chance here. Let's end systemic racism together. We can all be a part of Black Lives Matter. You know, that's basically what they're saying. So I view them as a good force. I view them as overall a good group, and I think they're a basket of fruit. You know, fruit is good. It's good for you. It's well nourished. It's nourishment. However, I do agree that every basket of fruit includes its bad apples. I understand there are a few bad apples, you know, buttholes or assholes in Black Lives Matter, you know, but there's only a very few of that. They're not you know, they're not a terrorist group or anything like that, or they're not out to you know, to take over and necessarily defeat the police force. They just want change. They're just saying, you know, look, Black Lives Matter too. We have a right. We have human rights. We have rights. We have a right to be here. We matter as well as much as you do. As whether you're white, whether you're Italian or French or Asian American or anything, we matter too. That's all it is. So I support Black Lives Matter all the way. I have no problem with them saying Black Lives Matter. I hope I made this more clear. I'm sorry, I'm kind of nervous here. This is my third time making a video on YouTube entirely. I'm not very good at being on live camera like this, and so I struggle a lot, and I tend to talk way too fast, and I stutter and I stammer, but I hope this makes it more clear, you know. Also, we've had a lot of protests here, and violence and looting and rioting and here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is where I live. This is my current my current hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, I'm against violence completely. I don't support violence. I don't support looting. I don't support riots. A very controversial figure, Mahatma Gandhi, once said, "I object to violence because the good that it does is only temporary, but the evil that it leaves behind is permanent." So I agree with those words wholeheartedly. I don't support violence. I don't support looting or rioting. Please don't do that. It's not worth it. It doesn't solve anything. Neither violence nor lawlessness solves anything. It just creates more problems, makes everybody else look bad. You're basically taking George Floyd's name in vain when you cause violence and rioting and looting. Excuse me. You take George Floyd's memory and name in vain when you do stuff like that. So don't do that stuff. You know. Let's have justice for all and peace for all. Hold those who have hurt us accountable for their actions, and let's have peaceful protests, peaceful marches, and no violence, please. Anyway, this has been Frank, the Blind Atheist. I support Lives Matter, and I will see you next time. Thanks.
Stop recording.